Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for this tutorial. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to use hover effects for images. But first, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell button so you never miss a new video. We're first going to go to the CSS file for our image gallery and add a simple hover effect to the boxes of the gallery. We're going to create a new class called div.gallery:hover. Inside that, I'm going to put a border design that's different from the design that's on the boxes normally. I'll show you what this effect looks like on the browser. As you can see, when the mouse is placed on top of the box, the border becomes darker because of the hover effect we just added. Other hover effects that can be added include overlaying text over an image, and there are many ways to do this. I'll be showcasing one of the ways to add hover effects on an image, and covering the others in an upcoming tutorial. We'll start with creating a hover effect like this. The first step is creating a new class, and adding the following pieces of code under it. This section just adds more details to the size of the image, and is important once the actual hover effect is created. Next, we're going to create another class called Overlay, and start designing the actual hover effect. I'll just explain some of the pieces of code that we haven't gone over before. Opacity 0 means that the effect will only take place once the cursor is hovering over the image, and not before that. For example, if we add a 1, the hover effect will always be in place. Additionally, the transition piece just tells the computer how long it should take for the hover effect to appear. After that, we're going to create a class with the following piece of code. This tells the computer that once the hover effect appears, it should be a solid color. You can make the effect transparent by using decimal numbers under 1 if you want. Now we're going to create a class with the code to style any text you would like on top of the hover effect. The text can act as a caption, and you can take out the caption underneath the image if you want to replace it with that. As mentioned in previous tutorials, the transform aspect just helps position the text. Next, we're going to add some code to the HTML file. I'll just use the last image as an example. First, we're going to add div class equals container on top of the image name. This just lets the computer know that this is where the hover effect should appear. Under the caption, we're going to add div class equals overlay and div class equals text, and then the text you want to add. Overlay is what makes the effect actually appear. The class we added before for the container just tells the computer where the effect should be. I'll show you what this looks like on the browser. Now you can add this effect to all the images if you want. In the next tutorial, I'll be showing you how to add a different type of hover effect. Thanks for joining me for this tutorial, and check out the next tutorial to learn more.